Welcome to the audio show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Good evening, friends. It's moderator's night. Good evening. We've got Goddess London with us. We've got One Journey with us. We've got Nanya with us. We've got Sharon Reviews with us. And anybody else? Call my name? O'Neill. We got O'Neill with us as well. What happened to your laptop, Nanya? What happened to your laptop today?
You know, I think it might have been in the process of doing something and, you know, closing it out. And every time I would open it up, it was just stuck. It was stuck with this. And I'm thinking this, you know, I think it might be okay now. Maybe. I haven't checked it. And then I used the iPad. I tried StreamYard on it last night.
How was that?
It worked. No, perfectly. Last night, I even sent a link to myself. It worked this morning with Sharon, but she had to do something. Something happened to her computer. But when I tried to go back into the iPad, I couldn't. So I'm thinking in my mind, maybe the studio was still busy. So and I couldn't tell. Maybe it hadn't wrapped up all the way because it gave me a Q&A messthink like it was in a question and answer. So I'm going to try it again tonight. Well, but I think that's what was going on.
Think you figured it out?
I think so.
Let me jump right into today's content. So, all right, today is an interesting day. Una know O'Neill has been fuming, right? So let me not even waste any time. So I'm gonna wait a minute, why O'Neill is fuming? You know exactly why O'Neill is fuming.
No, that's nothing to fume about, O'Neill. Trust me.
Why O'Neill shouldn't be fuming? Why? Give me the reason.
Are you talking about the Amber Dave?
No, I'm not fuming about the Amber and Dave. That's the least of mine.
No fuming. She has to do her investigation. Allow her to be the fake friend right now and learn everything she needs to learn.
So you think she's being fake because you think she's being
I think she's investigating everything and moving through every angle because she doesn't want to lay down or sit in a room in a rocking chair wondering what really happened.
No, you don't.
Tell me the truth. She's going to figure it out herself.
There are many stages of grief. And when O'Neill, I've said this before, when that first divorce, I'm telling you, it felt like a funeral. The stages of grief, despair, hopefulness, anger, it's real. And
we understand the first one. I have an issue with the second one and how the second one is progressing. I have an issue with the second one.
What's the second one? Maybe I missed it.
The second
what we're going through right now. In other words, what we're going through now. I have an issue what we're going through now. I like the first one is fear. Hold on. What do you mean you cannot connect, Antoinette? Did you?
I haven't been on lately. I haven't been on much today.
You can hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
I haven't been on much today. I've been fighting software and hardware.
You're fighting software and hardware. Let me run into the Dave and the hug from Dave. I think.
Oh, this is the one I was talking about.
That's probably way too much information, but I didn't give up on my marriage.
It gave up on me.
My marriage gave up on me. And I hear you. And you are right. People give up quite easily, but that hasn't been the case. I've been holding on to something that just isn't. It isn't working. It isn't meant to be. It's just, it's over.
Clearly you've been hurt. Been scorned. I say this though. For a woman's heart that's been broke, God will send the right people into her life to put the pieces back together.
Exactly.
So, can't give up on yourself. Things are gonna work out for you. It's like you seen a restaurant scale.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Right there, sir. Just right. I'm gonna stop it right here, sir. I'm gonna stop right here. So
I don't see anything wrong with it.
yeah, I know nothing wrong with it, you know, because O'Neal I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna get me, I'm gonna respond. So O'Neal's question.
Do it.
What?
Go for it. I'm ready for you.
O'Neal's question is this: has Amber done everything for her marriage? Because I thought about this today, and my answer was no, Nanya. But I want you to start. I'm gonna start with you, and then I'm gonna go to Sharon reviews. Then I'm gonna go to Antoinette. Then I will go to
I made it, guys. Got on.
Yeah, we can see Anthony. No worries. Welcome. Good evening, Shaman. We can see as well. Go ahead, Nanya.
So, for Amber's marriage and divorce,
Go ahead, Nanya.
there is so much to unpack. For her to unpack, you've got all the questions she was asking Shayla. Amber is trying to figure out the baby's birth. That's what Amber's doing. Number one. It's why she's asking her, when did it happen? Amber has a lot to unpack. She's already got a baseball field worth of information.
Okay.
She still has questions. She doesn't want to get a divorce. We know Amber wants to be married. She wants to be married. She is still investigating, O'Neal. And the stages of grief will bring you from high, mid, low. And I'm just going to make this quick. This hug is supportive. Did you hear what he said to her? I think this man is spiritual. I think he may have been hurt before. And I don't think he's trying to catch Amber on a rebound. He just does not strike me as that way. And I don't think Amber's looking for rebound. I don't think she's looking for validation. Amber is looking for a support, not a leash, not a leash. She's not looking for that.
So let me push back on you.
Comfort.
Let me push back on you. The last time we had the situation with Amber, Dalen's kiss was the result of it. That is why O'Neal is now is yes. Dalen's kiss happened because of the same support.
Dalen kissed her.
Hold on. Regardless, what I'm saying is that it becomes. Listen to what I'm saying. Because what tends to happen is you get into this vulnerable place where things happen because you're vulnerable. And my only concern is being how vulnerable she is at this point in time. Right? Is it that she needs to take some time off to take care of this? Because it's clear that it is affecting her in different lines. Because when I see her in different spaces, she looks different. She's giving me gleeful Amber in one setting, and then she give me poor Amber in the next setting. I'm seeing a myriad, a total polar opposite of Amber. But go ahead and respond. Go ahead.
That is what I'm trying to explain to you. There are all of the different feelings and emotions that you face when someone dies. Okay, I understand what you mean about the Dalen kiss. I get that. But in this case, based on what he said, and based on the fact that I don't think I really don't think he's trying to hit on her. I just don't. And she may be vulnerable, but I don't think she's vulnerable where she wants a man. She's not a Shayla. We know that's a Christian woman. She's married. She doesn't want a marriage, or her marriage, but she does want it. There are too many factors, too many elements she needs to figure out. She might not be vulnerable where, I need a kiss. She may be vulnerable where she needs a strong shoulder. And O'Neal, I don't care what anybody says. You can control your emotions. That lady is not about to get in bed with that man. And I don't think he's the type. I think he's an intervention. No, I don't. I don't.
Jump in and support or deny that point, Sharon. Let me make you jump into this. Sharon.
Okay, so all the writers does it, right? It goes both two ways. is right now we're seeing Amber being emotional. Yesterday she was very strong, and her emotion is up and down. I think Amber should get counseling. She should seek counseling to address all those emotions that she's going through. Yes, she's and the other side now, from a male's perspective or anybody else, the as Saturnet says, the grass is never greener on the other side, right? So people will say Amber ended her marriage because of Wayne. I mean because of Dave. She saw Dave. We saw the attraction that Amber has towards him. Today we saw that he noticed she's not wearing her ring. So people is assuming that because Amber wants Dave, she is filing for a divorce. I'm telling you how the writer does it. Because some people are just not picking up the real emotion that Amber is experiencing. They're just looking at what the physicality thing is. Right now, her mind is all over the place. So when to me, when she saw Dave, it brings a sparks to her, right? And yes, she's attracted to him. But at the same time, O'Neill, Amber is not gonna act on that part. And then she realized that that's part that she's feeling for Dave. She's missing that with her husband.
Yes.
And this is why she decided so she just jump head on in first, assuming that she wants the divorce, because she's thinking in her head, say, okay, there's more out there. There's more fish in the sea out there. So I can divorce Anthony, get this noose from around my neck and be free. And she wants her freedom because of all but then another end is, O'Neill, if you really looked at the two clips they gave us, they gave us the one with her questioning Shayla. I don't remember if it was yesterday.
Day before.
He was questioning Shayla about when the affair started, because I think they're gonna boogie back right back to the birth of Kai, the conception of Kai. Because if you really look at it, I put that segment, a short on my channel that stated when Shayla was telling Anthony about Amber wakes up in bed with Wayne the day of the wedding. And nobody remembers that. Anthony is in Arby's house. Shayla was in a relationship with Arby, and Anthony was leaving his marital home and cheating in another man's bed. Him and Shayla was doing that. And then he didn't want to do it anymore. So he breaking it off with Shayla. And Shayla decided, says, I want this man. And she didn't care about Arby. And she didn't care about her best friend, Amber. So at the same time,
I got a question for you, Sharon. So I got a question for you, because I hear this piece, right? And that sounds great. And I'm going to read 5 comments and let you respond on this question. My question is, how does that tie into what she has right now? Because even if she figures this out, what good is that information for Amber? That is going to be my question. Give me one more. Let me read five comments, and then you respond to that. How that went thing to her. So Miss T says, I think Dave is playing a part in it. Somebody says, I agree. Amber needs counseling. It's okay to be emotional. Emotions will go up and down. It's normal. Divorce is an emotional process. Yes. Someone says this doesn't have anything to do with Dave. Someone says people in the emotional turmoil all are over the place. Amber is all over the place there. Someone else says Amber is trying to let Dave know that she'll be single. Just by the way that she said, I'm getting a divorce. She knows she was anxious to get out. And then the last comment I'm going to read is she was double-minded at the beginning. That was Anthony's cue to divorce her and get rid of Shayla. Go ahead and answer the question, Rico DIY. Why would the conception of Kai matter to what they have going on now?
Because I think, and the reason why I think that matters to the situation, she doesn't really wants to get rid of it. I think you were correct. I don't think she wants to get rid of, she really want that divorce. I think she's up to something. And I don't think it's nice that she's doing that, but I think it's to protect Anthony, because when she goes on that podcast, whatever she says is going to be detrimental to their marriage.
Yes.
So it's best if she's, that is, a divorce is in place, So it doesn't come back, piggyback too much onto Anthony.
Yes.
So she's gonna be her 100 self. And I think she wants Anthony to stand up and be the man that she wants him to be, instead of she jumping ship and goes to Dave.
I agree.
That's my opinion.
One journey, hop right in and give us some comments on this whole Dave saga.
I think that when she and Dave saw each other, there was an attraction.
Yes.
Now, the attraction for Amber might be, wow, strong, powerful, and in charge. And the attraction for Dave is, I'll help this lady out. She's beautiful. I'll be glad to help her. Her demeanor, the way she carried herself, what she was wearing. That takes care of A. But B, yeah, she was definitely turned on. She is definitely aroused in his presence, but she's not making a move, because this kind of meticulous man doesn't deal with mess.
Exactly.
He doesn't deal with mess. He sees it, he cleans up mess. That's what he does for a living. Goes into restaurants, goes into business, and cleans it up. That person is fired.
Yes.
Procedure. He cleans it up. So he doesn't. So he's not coming in your life to clean you up and take you. You got to be cleaned up within yourself. I can help a little bit and support, but it's inappropriate for a business person to be embracing you.
Yeah.
A lot of us are seniors, and I'm a senior, and we've all been in meetings. I remember when I was 20. I remember when I was 25, and running in and out of these corporations. But you have to realize a corporate person is not going to embrace you like that. It's not going to happen today, tomorrow, or the next day. They know it's inappropriate.
Yes.
He's embracing her because he actually feels what she's going through. And I'm saying why. And I also want to know, is he sleeping with his assistant? Because he's kept her around for 10 years. She's been on his heel for 10 years. And maybe she is caught up. The way she fought with her sister, what is her sister's name? Ben's
Danielle.
wife. Danielle. She's full of fire in this one.
Okay.
So even if Dave didn't make a move on her in 10 years, she knows the story. She knows where the bones are buried. She knows what's underneath the carpet. The girl.
We agree. I agree.
Okay. Jump in, Goddess London. Tell me about the Dave and Amber story. What are we to perceive from this? That's what the conversation is here. Get set Charmin and get set Cassim and get set Antoinette. Antoinette, I'm gonna take you after this. Then I'll take Cassim. Then I'll take Charmin. Go ahead, Goddess. Jump into the Dave story. We know they like Dave. We know they like Dave. Go ahead.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi, Goddess.
Okay. How you doing? What I get from it, I think he's about his business. I'm surprised he even embraced her. I really am, but I think he's about his business. I don't think it's going to be like that. I don't think Amber is really checking for him like that, because she's still emotional. And you got to understand, the way she came in today is because of that tumultuous fight that she had with Anthony. That was scary to me. I just think that's why she came in with the emotion today. And I don't think
the fight made her
like
emotional.
that.
Basically, the fight made her emotional.
Yes,
sure.
Yes. That was a terrible fight.
I had to watch it 3 times. I'm scared. I've never seen Anthony. Well, I've seen Anthony get to that level of arguing, but he really had the bass in his voice. I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
So today she's a little, So that's why she's like that today, So
and that makes sense.
I'm just surprised he actually embraced her, because I didn't think he, would go there.
Good
I was like, oh, okay. That threw me off, but okay.
But
I just think he's a businessman.
He's a businessman. Give me 10 comments, and then Antoinette, I'm going to let you run in Antoinette after your 10 comments. Angela, I can say it's challenging. She said Brenda O'Neill was calling for divorce for so long. He keeps saying Amber must leave. She's leaving, and he still has a problem. That is because O'Neill have to call it on separate.
Get him, Angela.
O'Neill has a job, friends. I have to give different sides of the story. That's what I do. Angela,
I love you, girl.
That's what I'm trying to do. Angela can say, "Oh, going to take me on." She's Amber's lawyer, So nothing wrong with that. You understand? I know her legal team is going to be coming. She's lead counsel when it comes to Amber. I agree, Tina. They need a divorce. It's been too much. Kari says, while I agree that Amber should divorce Anthony, she needs to be honest with herself about all of the reasons she's choosing the divorce. Erica says, I can see that getting Shayla to let her guard down to feel free to say whatever. Somebody says, yes, but Dave is a player. Well, we don't know that yet. Amber and Anthony needs to get a divorce. Somebody says, she said she wouldn't say anything on the phone of the cast, on the phone of the cast. That would affect Anthony or Kai on the podcast. Why is there a Dave saga? I don't see them doing anything wrong. Wait, why is there a Dave saga? Because Dave is Dave. Why not answer the question about Dave? What is going on to me?
He's there to help, Angela.
And then Brenda says, because Brenda is also the second counsel to Angela Atkinson, because she challenged me 110%. She says, Angela Atkinson, you're so right. Onion doesn't know what he wants her to do. Brenda, if I love you one more time, don't worry. Onion is always going to love you. And then Mommy says, Amber, you're letting Shayla place an emotional roller coaster. I wouldn't allow her to even breathe the same air as me. Exactly. And there is a super chat. Let me put up a super chat. We're soon getting at the Shayla thing, because we're going to get at some people in the Shayla thing. Don't worry, Angela, I can have something for you. In the Shayla thing,
for you too.
Then Mommy says the hug was very brief. Amber, you can pull off a setup without dealing with Shayla. Drop that 0. So in other words, Mommy is saying you don't need anything else with Shayla. Miss T says, I thought the fight played a part in today's behavior as well. So okay, so y'all are saying the fight is what has brought Amber to this point. So I'm going to take that point. And I'm going to pass it over to Antoinette. Antoinette, you've been on. You want to say something? Give me the Dave saga. Want to the Dave thing. Somebody said, Dave, the cleanup man, talk to me.
What I would say about Dave, he's like, he's somewhere, I think he will be Amber support system. Because I don't know, the way he was talking, I don't know if he went through something similar like that in the past. I don't know, like if he was married, he might have a girlfriend that what Amber's going through. You know, he might, because he's so, I mean, the way he was talking to her today,
he gets it.
Yeah, he gets it. Like he had experience, like he had that in the past. And also, Shayla, you know what I'm thinking Amber's doing? I think she's just gathering information, like you all are saying. And I really think she's gonna be savage.
You will be by the end of the night
on that podcast. She's gonna tell it all because Shayla still never told her when, you know, when the affair started with Anthony. You know, she always
evaded.
Trying to flip the script. She tried to flip the script. So I think it's gonna come out in the podcast.
Antoinette, I want to get something from you too. While I ask Sharon the same question, why does that matter? Why would knowing about the timeline of Kai matter? I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked Sharon. Why does that matter?
I would say she was dealing with Arby. The baby to me, it's kind of throwing out if you find out the day that she was conceived, so she claimed, because you remember she held that pregnancy test in her hand. She was still with Arby at the time when she held that pregnancy test in her hand. So we basically don't know we don't know if the test was tampered with or whatever. You see what's going on with Dalen, right? He took the mama and his son to go get tested at the clinic. So maybe that's what needs to be done. I don't know how it is in Georgia with the divorce. If the child comes into play, because Anthony's the father, I don't know.
It wouldn't, because the case would be more about just the divorce and not about the child.
Okay, cool.
Unless Amber's trying to use that to claim that basically, something else, but it shouldn't come into play, because it really is more about the two of them. It's not about the child, unless she's saying, well, it's the cheating is the reason why she's doing the divorce. But if it's a no-fault divorce, it's just the divorce I'm looking at.
I just want to say this. I believe they will get that divorce. I believe they will. I don't think he's going to separate them, because I don't know, like you said, if he's doing these scripts, these kids based on him when he was growing up and everything. You remember he is divorced. So it could happen. He might make it happen where Anthony and Amber get divorced. They separate. I don't think they're gonna be separated. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It was toxic at the beginning because, like, y'all said, they didn't know each other very well. They jumped into that relationship too fast. Jumped into the marriage real fast.
I believe
because they didn't know each other.
Yeah.
I think Amber knew that Anthony liked to ho hop at the club.
Yes.
You know, so it's a thing that they don't know about each other past and everything. So they jump into their relationship too early, too soon.
Respond, Nani. You were responding to something. I'm gonna let you respond, and then I'm gonna get Cassie.
Can I just want to add something on to Antoinette. Kind of add on a little bit of popcorn. I think that Amber is trying to find out Kai's conception date because she knows it was bar 44 night. Anthony told her it was as well. And she asked if it was in their bed because Anthony told her it was. If that baby was January 20th, the night of that party, that baby is not Anthony's baby. That is why she's trying to get those answers from Amber. That's why Shayla does not want to answer it.
Right.
She does not. Kai would have only been 7 months old.
Yes.
Okay.
Because y'all remember Anthony did not want the baby. Y'all remember Anthony did not want the baby. He didn't want the baby. So she said, I couldn't go through with it. You know, she was doing that puppy dog.
It took her to take the abortion and she didn't do it.
There's one other piece, just real simple. I honestly, O'Neill, do think that they may very well need a separation because they are too toxic around each other. They're never going to get anywhere. You can't just run to therapy just because, I got to go to therapy. You need to be away so you can think on your own. If you're right there with your husband, what did she do when they were in counseling? They don't need marital counseling yet. They need to get in touch with their own selves. They need to get in touch with their reality. And that way, when they go to counseling, they'll know what it is that's on their mind, what's troubling them, and what's bothering them. I see these, they need counseling. Yeah, they do. But you've got to know yourself before you know your own truth before. So you know which questions you need to ask. Your mind's not everywhere.
I have a question on that. What Noya said. She said it's saying they need counseling, they need separation. But let's say if they don't mediate and come to a decision, they go to the courts. Most likely, the judge, depending on what kind of judge you get, will say, you know what? Let's try counseling. Let's see if this works. Let's try individual counseling, and then
they will do that again.
And then and I think the judge at this time, and I think the judge at this time will probably appoint the counsel or the therapist. You ain't gonna hire your own. The court normally, I don't know how it is in Georgia. I know how it is in Illinois. The judge normally appoint the therapist or the counselor because they don't want the two parties to hire their own.
Like Anthony did.
That's how they do in Illinois. Like I don't know how it is in Georgia.
They do it the same way all over. Give me 5 super chats. Well, 1 super chat right here from my mommy says a small circle of people know about this saga. If Amber goes on the podcast, population will grow. Shayla wouldn't like all of Atlanta in her business.
Exactly.
Someone else says, thank you for the super chat, mommy. Anthony didn't know that Rode dated Wayne until Amber told him. Carrie says Amber shouldn't want to get with Dave on the heels of the divorce or pending divorce. She would want to go into a relationship with anyone.
No,
we're not saying that.
Right. So she's just reiterating what y'all are saying. She's saying she shouldn't want to do that. She should want to do, in other words, she should want to heal first. Then Brenda says, there you go, O'Neill. Because of course, you're going to give it to O'Neill. And then Angela Atkins is going to challenge O'Neill again. O'Neill, you know nothing about women. Sometimes a woman will keep things inside and then explode. So it can just be everything coming together. Anthony not supporting her, and Kai is too much. And then someone else, a correction. I don't think Amber knows what she's in for with Shayla. Over the short time during their broken friendship, Shayla has improved in her craft of manipulation.
In her craft.
Yes.
Oh,
Kasim, I'm going to send you. I like what Anthony said about them might sending them back to counseling. That's why O'Neal said, I think what Amber should have done, which is a little thing I'm thinking of after the fact, what she probably should have done is called him into basically to counseling. But this time she choose the personal and say what she wants with that party in front of them. Then she can record that and say, well, hey, you know what? I tried this and I tried this. So when she presents her case in front of the judge, they can see what's going on. Because if it's not a no fault divorce where the both of them don't agree and Anthony is saying no to the divorce, he could say that. Like what Anthony is saying. The judge could say, hey, you need to go back to counseling first and let me see if I can work it out in counseling first before he
and then I believe I have one question on this. I'm gonna cut it short. If the counselors do, let's say they do go to court, the judge tell them they had to go get individual counsel. We will appoint the counselor, the therapist. What if the courts? What if the therapist come back and say, you know, this ain't gonna work? Now Anthony don't want the divorce in one way because he think he could control Amber. And other way, you knew he said he had other money that Amber don't know about. Now, if Amber is smart enough, like what Brittany did, she was able to find other assets that he hid. Now, if this lawyer is like that, and if she can hire somebody, to look deeper, because like she said, she gonna check on the house, see if it's in his name or in the business, in his business name. So
I think that lady is tough.
So you're just checking on that.
With Ernestine and Jay, they played around too much with them lawyers. Them lawyers found them a sucker.
Yeah, they did. I agree.
I'm the same liar right now, so you know. I'm the same liar right now, so that's what's going to go on. So let me answer that. I'll probably have to research it for you, but what I know in terms of, let's say you're doing a child custody case, right? And they bring in an evaluator to evaluate the status of both parents. What they're going to do is to get an objective opinion from the person that is in between both of them. That person is going to assess both of them together and see what's going on, to see where it lies, and give the court an objective opinion on it. I don't think it can stop the divorce. It's just that what it will do, it will affect how it is looked at. In other words, let's say them realize that they think Amber is just frivolously asking for a divorce. Then I believe that they look at it as, well, maybe she's frivolously going about it. So that's how the judge might be able to. That's what they do it in terms of child custody. When they ask for a child evaluator, that's how they do it. They're gonna give an objective opinion. They give it to the judge. The judge will read the opinion, and based on the opinion, he'll start to kind of do like an assessment based on that.
But this isn't about the baby. This is about Anthony's behavior.
I know. I'm just giving an example. I'm giving an example of how the judge look at the eval, because what they're gonna do is that particular counselor is going to have to write an evaluation, like a summary based on what they've seen and observed between the both of them. So that's what I'm talking about. They'll give that to the judge, and the judge will read the notes of what was occurring inside of the sessions. You understand? So they'll give the notes over to the court, and the court will use that as like the judge will basically look at that to see if it's relevant or not. That's basically what I was saying with it.
Okay,
hold on.
I have one question on the date. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Let me let you, Cassim, then me let you, Shami, then I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Only so that we have to make sure, everybody jump right in. Go ahead, Cassim.
Listen, just to get started, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening.
As far as Kai is not Anthony's biological son.
Thank you.
I can't wait for them to just do a real blood test on him and get it over with. As far as Anthony and Amber, that marriage should have never have taken place.
That's true.
And Amber could have stopped that a long time ago. But instead of her searching her feelings, she just went with what was safe and what was comfortable, all because Wayne wasn't the marrying type at that time.
Right.
And everybody keeps saying Anthony was hiding money and so on and so forth, but Amber was too. Amber was putting away money for her great escape plan, just like Anthony was. And the bottom line is they just basically had irreconcilable differences.
So he's got hundreds of millions and she's got $1 million.
Right.
Well, actually, she's probably got more than that. And the bottom line is...
No, I know, but you get my point.
Well, she put the house in her dad's name, though.
Yeah.
Listen,
hold on.
Anthony emasculated Amber by stripping her of her independence.
Yes.
He took away ball 44. He wanted her to be this
Yes.
domesticated housewife, and that's just not Amber.
Exactly.
Amber's all about business and making money. And if he would have had enough faith and confidence in his wife, they could have been the ultimate power couple.
Yes.
But Anthony got in his head, and he didn't allow things to happen the way they should have. Then all the things that he did, like standing up at Rose's wedding and so on and so forth, I can understand why Amber wants a divorce. So much stuff has happened.
And it's all still there in her head.
Right. She's not going to let it go, no matter how much counseling she goes through.
Okay.
Then she's constantly reminded every time she looks at Kai. She's constantly reminded every time she sees Shayla. And the one thing that Anthony said that was actually true was when he looked at Amber and said, "Are you sure you want to be friends with Shayla?"
Exactly.
She should have took heed to that then, but she didn't. So now she's trying to get answers about Kai, and right now she needs time to heal. Anthony needs time to heal. Actually, they need separate counseling, and then they need group counseling.
I agree 100%.
Yes.
So
Separate
once that takes
together.
place, then they can clear their thoughts, their heads about the situation. As far as Dave is concerned, Dave is a real cool character. Dave is just sitting back. Dave right now is nothing more than a fire extinguisher.
Thank you.
Amber could just break that glass in case of emergencies whenever she wants. And Dave knows this, but Dave is just playing it real cool.
Yes.
So don't be fooled by the nice guy and the great advice.
I'm not
and all
fooled by that.
Stuff.
He's too cool.
He's just standing
he
there
got it going
biding
on.
his time right now.
He knows
He is not hard pressed either way it goes.
Yeah.
He's not hard pressed.
No, not
All
at
right,
all.
stay right there. I'm about to jump in, Shamin. Give me one moment. Let me jump you right in.
Sitting back. Dave right now.
Your background, Shamin. Something is reverbing in your background. So it's going to come back when you talk. Shamin.
And Dave knows
Shamin.
but Dave is playing it real cool.
Shamin.
So don't be fooled
Whatever
by
is
the
playing in
nice
your background,
guy,
we can hear it.
great advice,
I'm not fooled by that.
She's probably not hearing us. Shamin, can you hear
She's
us?
got the phone and the laptop on.
She's watching the show as well.
All right. Let me read 10 comments. So let me wait on Shamin to respond to me. No worries. But the other day, no worries. She probably soon hear me. But the other day when she was arguing with Anthony, someone says, but the other day she was arguing with Anthony, she said she wanted to live in the big house. If that's the case, why don't you just walk away from it all? And you know that she's tired of him. Someone said that. Someone else says, right. And the 9 to 10 don't add up. Somebody says that. Hey, Kasim, brother. Somebody email up Kasim. Somebody says Daniel. That was Amber's lawyer that said, hey, Kasim. You know who Amber's lawyer is? That is Angela Atkins. She's not going to remove that title. Miss T says, Kasim. Erica says, Amber did that after she found out about him hiding the money. Brenda says he started it. Shadara says she's trying to end it now. Exactly. Exactly. See O'Neill. That's what Brenda says. Brenda says, we told you so. Basically, another one of Amber's legal team. Then Malcolm says you can't emasculate a woman, bro. I think there is a way of putting that. I know what you're probably saying, but it's fine. Maybe just like the right term.
We get it, Malcolm.
No, but Malcolm just messing around. That's all. Okay. He wants her to be like Shayla, and then someone else says you'll need to rest on the paternity angle. They did. I'm reverbing on. Shaman reverbing on your side. We can hear you in your background. They did skit independent
I don't think
test.
people understand what happened with that DNA test.
Then someone else says Anthony is not. I know what you. Hold on.
She's talking to the TV.
Shaman, you're reverbing.
She's talking to the TV on there.
Panel, you're muting my mic.
Yes, because you're reverbing. You're reverbing in the background. We can hear your. We can hear what's playing in the background.
Show the channel off of your face.
I'm saying you're muting my mic.
There you go. Now we can hear it without the background. So we were hearing the background. That's why we keep muting it, because it loops back into us.
She's talking to the TV. You talking?
Go ahead with the Dave. Go ahead with the Dave. We can hear you now without the background.
You're hearing me now?
Yeah, we're hearing you now without the background. You're perfect now. You're perfect. Your background silent. Go ahead.
You're hearing me now?
Yep,
yes.
We're hearing you.
Okay, so
Yes, Mama, we got you.
everybody is talking about Amber and podcast and Shayla.
Dave,
All
Dave.
Amber need to do is tell a story. Amber
Um,
does not need to go and just tell them about what Shayla did on the night Anthony was drunk. Amber need to tell a full story of betrayal.
yeah.
Amber need to paint Shayla as the person who betrayed her from the get-go. She need to tell them about all the warning signs, all the red flags, everything that she ignored because she thought Shayla was her best friend, was like a sister to her. Amber need to tell them about the shower that she threw for her, not knowing that she was putting on a shower for her husband child. About she was the first person who held her husband child, not knowing. Tell them about Shayla telling her husband about Wayne and everything. She just need to put everything out there.
It's already
Tell them
out there.
about when she caught them, how she felt like a knife was in her chest, just turning and turning. She need to use that counseling back and throw it at Shayla. If she does that, she'll get the support of the public. And
Yes.
once she can get the support of the public, Shayla will be the most despised person on that podcast. Shayla cannot deal with that because Shayla need
That's why
her
she couldn't
ability to
answer.
shine and she need to control things. All Amber need to do is to tell a story of betrayal, a story of redemption, and a story of forgiveness. And trust me, she will put Shayla right in the ground.
I
I
like
want to
that.
see her hammer. I
I
want to see
want
her
to see
hammer
that.
the final nails, and that is that Kai is not his son. Everybody
Exactly.
thinks
Mhm.
that
I would love that.
Amber, that Shayla that Anthony came after Shayla. Nobody except Shayla, Anthony, and Amber know that Anthony didn't pursue Shayla. Everybody thinks Anthony went after Shayla. He did not. And that
Exactly.
needs to get out there because
Yes.
once the information is out there, Shayla will be decimated.
But
She won't be able to hold her head up. And
can I
that's
ask
why I'm so pro finding out, letting them know the date that she crawled in that bed, and then Kai's birthday is September 1st. That right there will be the final nail because then they're gonna say, well, Shayla, who's your baby's daddy? And everything else is gonna fall into place. That's where I stand, and that's just it. But I agree with you, of course, 100% on bringing, just bringing everything forward. But that final nail is that baby, not his. And it's
Okay.
not.
So let me jump in. Let me jump in for a little bit, and then I'm gonna let me shoot back over to you guys again. So if you give me the baby scenario, right? Okay, so let's say she finds out about the baby. Maybe I gotta ask a question. Let's say they find out about the baby, but how does that impact Amber? That probably is a question I want to ask you, Nanya. Let's just say Amber finds out that this baby is not Anthony's. Does that mean that she's going to now say, well, you know what, Anthony, maybe we can actually work on it? Or is it that it's still I'm going to find out about this baby, but we're still getting a divorce? Which is it?
I think that would halt the divorce, number one, big time. Because the baby and Shayla are one of the biggest factors in their problems.
Yes.
That would bring it to a halt. Then number one. Then they can work on they can work. Tell Anthony what's his problem. Tell Amber, tell Anthony can tell Amber what his problems are. Amber doesn't want to sit at home unless she is pregnant and having a baby. Amber's not going to sit at home, and she needs to let Anthony know, look, you took the bar, you did this just like she did before. Let Amber be Amber, let Anthony be Anthony, and stop going around these women because you don't understand romance. He is used to strippers, and he doesn't understand women. He's so green is the problem.
True.
And
Yeah,
he
Anthony ain't got
needs,
no game.
that's why he told Ben Amber was an educator. Shayla was that smoothie that'll give you the runs and you only can stand it for a little while. That's my take on it.
That's where you are. All right, give me one moment here, friends. Let me add something, Nanya, because you asked a very good question. So I tried to see if I could do like a quick, paper. It's nothing long, but it kind of gives us the Georgia law in it as well. So it's kind of where I was trying to mention as to how the court works in terms of with these things. See where it's talking about like procedural delay. It cites one of the laws in Georgia, like one of the articles, OCGA 19 to whatever it is. So it says in Georgia, courts have the authority to order reconciliation efforts under this law right here. Then it says, especially where the marriage may not be irretrievably, broken. Research shows that, the short delay can reduce the immediate divorce filings, but have limited long-term impact on the divorce rates. So that's one of the reasons why they may send you to, divorce court or whatever it is, right? But just try to see if you can reconcile. That's kind of what I was mentioning. And then one of the key takeaway is that it influences custody outcomes. That's one of the things, but we have no custody in this. Shape the judicial perception of each party. That's what I was talking about. So the counselor, even though everything might not be admissible in court, the counselor will look at how you are behaving in counseling. In other words, is Anthony participating? Is he dominative? Is Amber participating? Is she, I don't care what the judge say, I don't business, no, whatever, counseling. I'm just going to do my thing. So the judge is looking at that because I know that this is how they do it in.
They do it here, O'Neill.
With like a child. Like, for example, with a child in every state, that's what they do with every child. Like with a child, they would have like a social worker or somebody who's licensed, right? They would have them see the child, but they'd have them go into the home of each parent and see each home and see, how you interact with the child, how you are, and they may ask the child some questions without you. So that's what I was kind of talking about with it, but it's just about the same thing.
I'm looking at it without the baby. That's how I'm seeing it, because that baby is going to come out.
Correct. So you're saying the baby might not be the factor. Right. I like when I go there, saying when I go without the baby, it works for me. Antoinette, let me jump on something with you, because I know you're asking a question. Ask the question, then I'm going to go to Sharon. Give me this. Does she need to, I guess y'all are saying no right now. I wanted her to get rid of Shayla personally. I didn't like the idea that Shayla is around as this, what you call it now, buddy, friend, pal, whatever thing. I'm not joining the party with that. And so it makes me suspect. Where's Angela? Because we know she's going to complain.
I have two versions of that. If you be noticed, like at the end when her and Amber is talking, and Amber got that strange look, like I don't trust you. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then like she's grinning, hee ha ha in her face. Okay. It's like she's like, okay, I don't trust you. I'm just saying, I don't know if y'all could see the look in her face after they finish talking.
Yeah.
Amber's kind of a smart woman. So I believe that, she don't trust Shayla. She never will trust Shayla. I don't know if she's trying to get close to Shayla to find information on how things happen between her and Anthony. And I'd like to know, was it before that she seduced Anthony, that Anthony was eyeing her because of the outfit she was wearing, or was it after? Well, was it after? I just want to know that part. And with Dave, she was already upset with Anthony because before Dave came in the picture, he wasn't doing nothing for her.
Nothing.
He was supporting everybody else but her. So this was, I won't put Dave in this because he came in afterward.
Okay. All right. No problem. Sharon Reviews, I'm going to let you jump right into this. Welcome a new member to our channel. Welcome. Welcome. Member of the channel. I'm going to let you jump right in. Shaman, you coming after Sharon Reviews, but talk to me here because O'Neill upset, but Nanya is trying to give me something to hold on to. Let me read Amber's lawyer's words.
I'm going to hold
Amber's
you.
Amber's lawyer says, O'Neill, like I said, I don't think Shayla and Amber not going to be friends because Amber, I've seen that Shayla is the same person she always is. Somebody else says Amber and Shayla have our, heavenly high. Yes. Yes, get rid of her because she don't make any sense. O'Neill is very thing there. Anthony's just stupid. I hope she's not, Amber. She's not friends. I think that if Amber finds out that Kai isn't Anthony's, Amber will accept it because she will see God was trying to give her a message that Anthony is not the man for her. She miscarried and she lost David. Somebody says, when it comes to a woman, Anthony is still in the club.
Yes.
All right. And somebody else says, if I was Amber, I would still get a divorce. In other words, find out somebody else says, don't forget the stripper that conned him out of his money, saying that the baby was his. We know him is a clown. We know this.
Yep.
Chantel.
Next one, somebody says Amber
yeah.
wasn't a fiance yet. She was when she was on the counter. Not saying it's right, but you know, get the timeline. So they're talking about Amber being on the counter, and we know she was on the counter. Brenda, right? Amber's second lawyer to Angela Atkinson says, O'Neill loves some Google courts. I'm not Googling no courts, but I give you some context. O'Neill likes to give you all context to talk on. So O'Neill will try to find sources for us to discuss, but that's how me and Brenda are. It is what it is. We've got a thing going on. And Vanzwell has joined the chat. Vanzwell said Amber was dancing naked on the countertop. She wasn't dancing naked. Vanzwell.
Ask Vanzwell because he want to go to timeout.
Vanzwell has to be there. Ruth says, how many paternity tests will they have to make you guys believe that this is Anthony's son? We're at 2 so far. We want one more. One like the
They were both tainted.
They were both tainted.
The votes. We are at 3 now.
We already know that.
Okay,
Sharon,
so I'm going to piggyback onto what Charmaine said.
Or overfires. It's restored.
Amber is going to come at Shayla like with everything with guns blazing, right?
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
But when Shayla back is to the wall and she see that she's losing, remember Shayla doesn't care about what anybody thinks about her because she's that delusional.
Yeah.
She is gonna mention the date night. She don't care. She's gonna hurt Honeypot's feelings. She's gonna repeat what Wayne said, what Amber said. And then she's gonna says, if I did this to your husband, why would your husband give me $5,000 plus told me he loves me?
And who and what does that do for Amber? Does that hurt Amber?
Nothing.
No, it won't.
Exactly.
Remember, when Shayla back is to the wall, she's gonna mention all these, but she doesn't realize she doesn't realize that Amber
about
is
the money
going
already.
to come back at her because we're seeing a new improved set. Because in the house, when Amber was questioning her, Shayla ran into the bathroom, and then she came back out, and then Amber asked her the question again. And before Shayla throw that bag at Amber, said, "Oh, here is the bag. I'm getting Kai." Amber was, if you really look at Amber's face at the counter when she was sitting at the bar there, and she's looking at Shayla. Amber is saying, "I remember in this bar, the restaurant too." She says, "You haven't learned anything." And she's seeing that Shayla is not her friend. Shayla wants Amber friendship. Amber doesn't want Shayla friendship.
Exactly.
So if she and Aunt, so I hope after this podcast, it only will be that one segment. Amber cut ties with Shayla. Because if she's gonna get rid of Anthony, she has to get rid of Shayla also. And if it happens to not be for Anthony, then their marriage may have a chance to succeed.
It may have a chance.
It may have a chance.
Yes.
Charmaine, I'm gonna take you into the thing here. So give me like 5 comments and then I'll take you in. Erica laugh and say O'Neill is the Google lawyer. So basically I'm getting battered in the chat.
You work for Angela Atkinson.
Next one. Prove it. Then another person says the baby is not Anthony's baby. Somebody says, I'm just here for the comments and not for O'Neill. But I'm here for the comments and not for O'Neill. Miss Ashley, leave O'Neill alone. But nonetheless, another one of Amber's lawyer. You know what, Ashley? I'm gonna make
I will never leave that. Ashley,
lawyer.
Never.
I'm gonna make it
never.
Ashley, don't yourself. I'm making the third liar. Yes, big up yourself. I always support my brother and click on the like button. Love you too. Somebody says Wayne might notice that Kai looked like Arby.
Yes.
Ironic that Amber lost the baby. That's going to finalize the divorce. And then somebody else says, unless the real Shayla gets a Tubi movie in the skits, she's going to keep winning. So she need to get a Tubi movie. And then Miss T says, and Shayla is going to say, Anthony told me he only went back to you because he was scared to lose his life.
That's it.
Yes.
Shamin, go ahead. And then after you, Shamin, one journey.
So remember what I was saying. Amber need to own all of this before Shayla. Amber need to say, when I took Anthony back, I told him that he was just coming back to me because it was cheaper to keep me.
That's
Remember
right.
they had that conversation. She
Yeah.
can cut Shayla off
Every
everywhere she
way.
turn. She can
That's right,
cut
Shaman.
off Shayla legs. She can say, yes, I know he might came back to me because he was going to lose millions of dollars and he did not want to
Yes.
lose it. So
And
when
Amber
she come at
knows.
her to say, oh, Anthony only came back for your money, she did that already. She
She
told
already
everybody that
knows.
already. That was her belief and that was the conversation she had with Anthony.
Thank you,
Yes.
Shaman.
Amber has all the ammunition for Shayla if she frame it the right way. And I can tell you, all Amber need to do is tell a story. Amber does not need to, oh, you slept with my husband when he was drunk. No, Amber need to tell a story from the beginning and end it there.
I think
When
she's
I
coming guns
found, when,
blazing.
yes, you were my friend. You were my best friend. You were like a sister to me. Amber need to paint Shayla into a corner if she knows what she's doing. And you know something, they're friends now, but you cannot. Amber need to keep Shayla close because the
I don't
only
think
way
they're
you can
friends. I
plunge,
think
no, no,
she's,
no. The
yeah,
only way you can plunge a
she's got
knife
to
in
keep her
somebody's
close.
chest if they are close to you. If they're not
Yeah.
close to you, you cannot plunge that knife in their chest.
No, she's got to keep her
You
close.
can
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
shoot at them
We
and they
know
can
that, babe.
zigzag and miss, but if they're close to you and you want to cut them down,
You have a plunge it.
you can only plunge a knife in their chest if they're close to you.
If they're
And
close
that's
to
what
you.
Oh,
Amber is
right.
doing. Amber is
That's
You have
it.
a
keeping
plunger.
Shayla close because
Shaman,
Amber is going to
But I have
plunge a knife in her chest.
Hold on, Antoinette. Go ahead, one journey because can she plunge the knife? Me have a plunger in my bathroom. And
That kind, O'Neill.
I know, right?
Mr. Purple Splitter.
Anil is a
Okay.
mess.
I really believe that Amber is on her secret agent thing. And I did put it in the chat. When you hide in plain sight,
yes,
nobody can see your real motive.
007.
And I think that's what she's doing. So when you hide in plain sight, it means something is easily seen but goes unnoticed because it's blended and she's blending. And we're like, what are you doing talking to her? What are you doing having lunch with her? She's blending because she looks ordinary. It feels ordinary and inviting to Shayla, but it's actually a secret agent move.
So she's a Mossad. She's a Mossad agent, basically.
That's correct. We've made her that, yes.
Okay. I like that. Well, Goddess London, jump in, and then I'm gonna take Antoinette after this. Give me 5 Goddess London. I'm gonna let you jump in, then I'll take Antoinette. Angela Atkinson says, Charmaine, and this is why Amber is gonna drop Shayla like it's like a hot potato. Amber is gonna stop being friends with Shayla. I hope so, for the sake of O'Neill. Amber definitely doesn't care. Somebody says, do you think Delisa will come out and tell Shayla about Iman on the podcast? Don't forget that her mama told her not to tell Amber, so she's still giving bad advice. Somebody says, Ant-Man not green, he's nasty. Next person says, Amber looks like she wanted to fight again. Then Erica says, Amber has not babysit Kai since she filed for divorce. Well, all right, close. The only reason why Shayla wants Amber's friendship is for Amber to babysit Kai so she can run behind Iman. That is right. I've seen that. So I'm sure that's right. And then Angela Atkinson has her Scud missiles and she has come to war. She said, O'Neill, I came to war for my baby tonight. Send your missiles, Angela Atkinson, because O'Neill is here. If you think that you're going to get O'Neill out, that is not going to happen, Angela Atkinson. Listen to me. God is son, don't worry, go ahead. Because Angela Atkinson can have tonight.
Okay, my thing is with Amber, sometimes she's kind of hard to read because I think I don't know, this friendship with Shayla is, to me, I think she kind of still missed the friendship. Don't come for me, please.
Them can't come for you, Goddess, and I'm on your side. Don't worry yourself. None of them can't come for you. And I look at Nanya's face. I mean, no Nanya wants something. But
Shayla,
I agree with Goddess.
One thing with Shayla, Shayla knows Amber more than Amber realized. I mean, Shayla knows her mannerisms. She knows, I mean, I don't know how she do it. She is so good at reading people.
I said
She
that.
really is.
That's true.
Yes. So it's hard for me to believe that she's
Shayla is
gonna
not
really
good at
comfort.
reading anybody.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
And she can't
Yes, she
read
is.
Iman. And why
She
she
might
can't
not
read
be
Iman?
reading Iman, but I see what Goddess is
She's
saying.
good with Amber.
The way how
She's
she
good with
looks
Amber.
at,
She
she's
pulled
able
them
to say,
strings.
call Amber out.
Yes.
She's able to call Amber out a lot of times when others don't.
Because
She's
Amber
able to
allows
Yes,
her
she
to
does.
do
pick
it.
up pieces because they were best friends. That's what God is saying.
They're
God
best
is saying
friends.
there's so much of best
I'm
friends
telling you.
that you know her. Go ahead,
She's
Goddess. I'm
good.
sorry.
Yeah, she's good. She's good at what she does. She pull her strings, and
You pull the strings.
it's hard for me to believe that she's gonna drop anything on her. I don't know.
Like a bomb,
I'm not
eh?
convinced.
You know,
Yeah, I'm not
convinced.
convinced.
I'm convinced.
You're convinced.
Whoa.
Give me. You're
I
convinced.
don't know, Mom.
Charmin convinced. I'm gonna let you in, Antoinette. Then I'm gonna get in Cassie. Give me 5 comments. Someone says also Shayla needs Amber to keep this new and change the image without Amber. Shayla will be right back to sleeping with Anthony. She missed the friendship, but she knows it's not real. Amber has discernment. When she met the marketing, she changed up. So someone said that. Then the next comment, I'm sorry, I don't think Amber is playing a secret agent role because it's not her personality. Daniel scolded her about telling Anthony about the selling of the house, not her style. And then Miss Grant says, do anyone notice how Shayla described if she was Dave, how she would be interested in Amber? That was a very awkward position for Shayla to put herself in. It's weird. Shayla has a fetish with Amber. You're saying
she wants to be Amber.
Oh, yeah, she wants to be her. Yeah,
she wants to be Amber.
Covers together.
You know,
she still wants to be Amber.
You're trying to rub the flat covers together.
But that single white female thing, that single white female thing,
putting on that girl's wedding dress.
Yeah, she obsessed. She obsessed with her life.
Wait, Antoinette first. Antoinette, get in Antoinette and then Cassie. Go ahead, Antoinette.
Well, I was gonna say, when like Sharon was saying that, like if Amber gonna tell the story, if she gonna mention, because if she tell the story, I don't want Shayla to catch off guard like, well, you slept with Anthony all the way up to your wedding. So do you all think they might add that to her story? She might tell, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If Amber tell the story, but don't mention the Wayne incident, but Shayla said, oh, you know what? Then you sleep with Wayne all the way up to your wedding. So I was wondering to block Shayla from saying that, would Amber put that in her story, Sharon?
Yeah,
she would. She
would.
would
Yeah,
put it in her
She said
story.
she's gonna be 100.
Amber has no secrets that nobody knows about.
She would
Her
put it in the
secrets are
story,
out
and
there.
you know why? Because she's going to say, my best friend betrayed me by telling my husband.
Yes.
That when she wants to continue the relationship, she would put it in her story that Shayla's mother came to her house twice to tell her that she's to leave her husband for her daughter. What mother does that? She would put it in her story that her husband was coming back with flowers and candles and earrings, diamond earrings that she ultimately gave back. She would
Shaman,
put
tell about the
everything in her
phone.
story.
Amber entering all the notes in her phone, Shaman.
Exactly. She would put everything in her story. She would put everything because you know why? She's going to put everything out there. Shayla would not have a chance to do anything or to say anything. She would put herself out there, and maybe that's why this separation is necessary. For there is a detachment from her husband that she can put her story out there. And you know what's going to happen after she put the story out there? Her healing is going to start. She's going to start healing.
Cassie, is your go first one turn and then Cassie.
Right. I wanted to say that, I put it in chat that deceit and that Amber has to say deceit and betrayal started with me during the engagement when she broke trust and exclusivity from her fiance. After the marriage, and she got her karma. After the marriage, she stayed, but she was still loyal and blind trusting. And Anthony spiraled, messed with Ro, messed with Shayla, had the baby, and hid money and came home.
Exactly.
Home, then hid money.
She
So she has to tell the story, and it has to be in a paragraph, not 15 minutes, not. It has to be a paragraph.
Like an essay.
But she has to to own it for herself first.
Precisely, that's what I'm saying.
The betrayal began with me during my engagement because I was not faithful.
Like a thesis,
And
you have to write a thesis on paper.
The other day, in front of Wayne and the other one, she did start telling the story in pieces. So I go with Miss Sharon that she's right. She's going in pieces.
Yeah, she can tell her story. And once she tell her story, she own it, and then she will control the narrative. Nothing that comes back to her. Once she tell her story, own everything, she control the narrative.
Yes.
All right. Cassie, jump in. Can she control the narrative? Start to respond to these comments.
Listen, Amber should have wrote a book.
Yes, that's what I was.
She had more than enough material to write a bestseller. And if she would have put that book out and then did this podcast, everything would have made perfect sense.
Yes, that would have been money to make.
Absolutely. So right now, with Amber doing this podcast, Amber would have to destroy herself to destroy Shayla. So now the question is going to be for Amber: do I want to tear down my own credibility as a person and have my dirty secrets come out along with Shayla's, just to spite Shayla? Or is she just going to throw caution to the wind and say, I don't care, and I'm going to go for the jugular?
So I have a question.
Go ahead,
Kasim.
Go ahead with your question to Kasim.
Kasim, all of Amber's secrets are known throughout Skitland. What secret does she have that nobody knows about? They're all out there.
Well, for starters, she's been hiding money for quite some time herself. But everybody always wants to paint Anthony as the villain, the main villain. Stop. Don't crowd him. That's that I love Amber thing going on. I'm cool with Amber myself. But let's call a spade a spade. Amber wasn't totally innocent in this story neither. But the bottom line is Anthony did so much more dirt than Amber did. Amber looks like the hero here. So let's tell it. Look, if you're gonna tell a story, tell it from both sides. Amber's not completely innocent here.
We're talking about
now.
Shayla.
If we're not talking about hiding money, then why would she put the house that she was renting out in her father's name?
That house is
She was doing whatever she wanted to do to make sure she protected her assets. She was planning an exit strategy of her own.
I think
Anthony was just so sloppy with what he was doing that it's just blatantly obvious he is just the villain.
Anthony, rich as like Anthony.
Like Tina said, Anthony is not husband material. He never was.
No, he's not.
So let's just eliminate that. Amber shouldn't have married the man anyway, but she did. So now here we are.
Here we are.
Amber knows that Kai is not Anthony's biological son. So you keep your friends close, but you keep your enemies closer. So I see why she keeps Shayla around now.
That's right. But I have
so
to
Amber is secretly trying to get information out of Shayla.
Yeah.
And she knows she already backed Shayla into a corner because Shayla doesn't even want to answer her questions. Because all that nonsense about, oh, well, I don't want to bring up the past. She doesn't want to bring up the past because she knows she'll get exposed.
She is the past, future, and present.
Right.
All right. Hold on. Give me 5 comments. And then I want to respond into something as well. Let me jump right in. So 5 comments. Anthony is ruthless when it comes to money. So should Amber not have an exit plan? Anthony is too slow and dumb. Brenda says, even if that's true at this point, so what? Brenda is a total defender. So Brenda only love you. Amber is not a saint, neither is she an innocent bystander. Amber has been throwing rocks and hiding her hands a while now. Someone else says, Cassie, I agree. Both did dirt. He did it first. Amber told O'Neill, I have been saying this all this time. Amber has to take responsibility for her entire demise. And then someone says somebody got the money for him too. And then I can guarantee you that both are not going to bring up Amber hiding money on the podcast. I don't blame Amber. Someone else says, I don't think Amber cares. It probably is going to bring more business to the restaurant. Next person says, Amber has not been hiding money all alone. All right, hold on. Let me jump into this. And by the way, I'm getting Amber's lawyer. Kasim, you're strawing my brother. This is about Shayla and Amber and Anthony cheating. Hold on. So hold on. So Kasim says,
Kasim, mansplaining.
Cassie says Amber has been hiding money. I believe she's been hiding money, right? Because there are points that she actually put her little monies away. I get it that she was more. This is what I'll say. She was more open with her finances to Anthony because she did try to basically put him on some things. Correct? I think that with her finding out that him hiding money, then she probably do her little thing a little bit more. However, before this hiding of money came, there were scenes when Amber kept saying to Ernestine that she's not an idiot and that she's been putting monies down. There are scenes for that. No, what we can do is find them and show them, but she has been saying a lot of that to Ernestine, especially when I think that one of the scenes is like when they talked about the house. You remember that house that she wanted Anthony to buy? When she was talking to Ernestine, she mentioned how she's not stupid, nonetheless, with whatever it is. And she kind of was saying she have her own and she knows how to get her own. And Amber is like that. She's a girl who have her own money. No, I would say, can't think this was what Cassie was trying to articulate. Cassie is saying is just that if you weigh both of them, Anthony weighs way more in terms of dirt than what Amber is. He's just saying Amber is just not all the way innocent. That's all he's saying.
And Anthony's probably near a billionaire. And Amber's got what, $5 million? So you're gonna cry about that because she's gonna walk around with $5 million?
No. That's what he's so the idea of his thing is wherever that is. But I'm just giving you some context to that. But I know that people and Brenda, and I love them, only loves them dearly.
Mansplaining, Kasim. O'Neal.
No.
Cut it out.
Listen, Amber was hiding money, and I'm not even saying she was wrong for hiding money because she discovered that Anthony was doing it himself. And Anthony was so sloppy with how he was doing things that Amber discovered it, and she said, "Well, you know what? Since he's doing it, I'm going to put some money away too."
Better.
And I can't even fault. I'm not faulting her for that, but let's not act like Amber is totally innocent in this situation.
We're not saying she's a saint, Kasim. We're not saying
but that's how she's been painted this whole time.
I start thinking she's being painted as a saint, and that's why some people
call Amber out in a minute.
They're pushing back because they see how she is body, like O'Neal said with Shayla, basically, and then at the same time she's contacting with Anthony. And so people are a little bit taken aback because they feel as though we are saying Shayla is right and Anthony is wrong, but both of them wrong.
They're both wrong.
I think that's what people are calling out. You understand? But you see, when we call this out, people like Angela Atkinson and Brenda, and they know I'm going to not stop it from telling them that they've been doing these things.
I call Amber out if she does something ridiculously stupid. I don't mind. When you're dumb, when you do something dumb, you do something dumb.
When you're dumb, you're dumb. Sharon, get into it, Sharon. You're dumb. Jump in the fight, Sharon.
What was the question?
Give me 5 comments. Let me jump in. The question is, can we call Amber? That's the question. Give me five things. Yes, they keep hiding. They keep making her look like a saint. Someone else says Amber is independent and Shayla will always be an dependent on a man. That is true. And I did say today that Shayla is a bottom feeder and they have nothing in common, but Amber is here to prove me when we want her to prove me. The next thing is, this is Brenda. Was she hiding money or simply putting money in her account instead of her joint account? She was putting it into her bosom, Brenda. That is not I know you
don't start.
The money.
Don't start.
None of you might have a bunch of millions hidden right up. Your husband knows, and them knows.
My husband knows I have money, but I don't check him. I don't check my husband on his money.
You know what? It's fine. Sharon reviews, have you been hiding money up in the bosom?
I have money.
Oh, yes. Here it is,
O'Neal. Get the views tonight.
Sharon reviews, what do you think about this money? Sharon reviews, is Amber right for hiding a little money? Oh, we know she's right.
Of course, she's right.
We're not saying no.
I absolutely agree with her for putting away her money.
For putting away the money.
A woman needs to have it. It's not like says she's gonna be selfish with it. She has it just in case, anything happen, she will be able to help Anthony again because she knows Anthony kept the secret and they almost lose the house. So this time, and you know that when he met Amber, she has her own money. And she always have her own money. So she puts her, and Anthony is the one also says she don't need to use her money. So he gave her a joint account that they put in for grocery. He tells her not to touch her money. But if there is a situation arises, Amber would use it without no question asked. This is why I don't understand why Anthony think his money was so important until when his wife told him she don't want him anymore. She can't stand him. She don't want him touch her. All his little ploys are not working on her. And he doesn't like losing control of Amber. So what does he do? He run to Ben and he had to tell somebody because he has to get that off his chest. And Ben says, oh, by the way, at least they hid that money from him. Anthony said to him, I want her. I wish she would look at me the way she used to before Shayla. Wow. And that just gutted me when he said that. And I said, looks like he's learning, but he doesn't understand rejection because no matter how he's trying to understand, he's trying to figure out, says, I'm not cheating. Why does Amber, she says she forgive me. Why has she changed her mind? And he's rocking his brain, but he cannot, he's not thinking. Says it's because I'm not supportive to her. What Anthony needs to do is, I know we're saying is to be quiet and whatever, but he needs to think, use his head. He thought he came up with an excellent idea with the vacation. Because she said to him, says, you took Shayla on a vacation. And I actually cut that out of my video when I did it. I says, O'Neill TV, the moderators and the chat and O'Neill TV told you, Anthony, that you needed to take your wife on a vacation. I know you're losing her because you didn't listen to that video was so long I had to cut that part out. So that is why I edit that one out. But that is true. Anthony is beside himself right now. The reason why he talks to Wayne about it is because he needed someone to vent to, just like how Amber have her people that she can vent to. Anthony don't really have nobody but the 3 or 4 of them. Because Delicia have a dollar sign in her eye. She's a baby scammer learning.
Yeah.
And Anthony doesn't. Before, say for instance, if Amber never says, I wanted a divorce, Anthony, I think, would have still pursued Delicia because that's where the storyline was going. I have no idea why they deviate, but they deviated and they decided to let Amber come on the scene and they let she just wake up. All of a sudden, she just poof and she just get an epiphany and she wants a divorce. So it's everything that is accumulating all over the years, the past, the present. This is why Amber said she want the divorce. But while she's doing that, the little nuggets drop again for me and Nania and Charmaine yesterday and Angela. A lot of us, we realize that Amber is up to something because she's asking when this affair happened. So now we have to think outside the box. The storyline can go either way. They can even make she jump in the bed with Dave. But so far as what we are seeing today is that he's coming from a spiritual point because he's talking about people love to rush to divorce first instead of making the marriage work.
He needs to understand what he is doing wrong. That's Anthony's problem.
Exactly. Anthony needs to find out. Yes, he needs to, but he's not going to get there yet because he's saying, I'm not cheating. You see how fast he just says, you can check my phone.
Yeah. That is not your phone, dum-dum.
All right, chat. So I'm going to have to jump off. I'm going to give y'all each a minute because I have Daddy Day, so I have to get Daddy Day done with my little daughter. I realize the time running, and we've been on, and it's been lovely. Don't worry, friends. But let me give the last minute to each person. I'm gonna ask the question I ask inside of the chat is, and let me read a couple of comments. Give me 1 minute. Give me one minute. Let me read a couple of comments. People says Amber wants a divorce because she wants Shayla, because of what Shayla says about Dave when Shayla first saw him. Ro gave Delicia a heads up because she got Shayla apartment, so she believes he's doing the same for Delicia. Dave is good people. Nope, not money. I'm talking about. Watch your time on the TV. I'm watching the time right now. I'm one journey. Thank you very much for reminding me. Delicia says Anthony's MO. Backup plan, booty and smile. All right, and then yes, past and the present and the future. Layla says Brenda Piari gave the money back to Anthony, so that's what that is. Go ahead with your final comment on. Do you think we give Amber too much grace? Keep it to a minute, friends, because I'm jumping off in like about a couple minutes. Go ahead, Sharon. Do we give Amber too much grace? Yes. Do we give Amber too much grace? I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'll start moving around.
We don't give her. Amber doesn't get too much grace because if Amber, anything Amber says and does, she get bashed, right? They're writing her in such a negative way. This is the first back-to-back we're seeing her getting a little grace. But with Shayla now, Shayla is always winning. Yeah, she seems like she's winning. They have her. She can read Amber. She can read. Oh no, she knows how to manipulate Amber.
Don't give me the Shayla. Give me the grace.
Except
give me the grace of Amber. Does Amber get too much grace? That's what I want you to stick right there. So that's all my answer up there. So for me, is she getting too much grace? People believe that what we do is we paint the Amber character a lot in a very, very good light, and we do not give because we do criticize Anthony hard and we do critique Shayla very, very hard. O'Neal, come on, O'Neal always have a few with Shayla.
O'Neal, you drag Amber. Hush. You drag
as much as me, little
you drag Amber.
Go ahead, Sharon. Do we give her too much grace? What do you think?
No, we don't give her enough grace. Amber is a very sophisticated woman, and she knows her work, but she dumbs down herself to suit the husband. So now she's getting to feel her freedom. So of course we're gonna give her grace because she deserves it. And we want for once to see this woman win. We want to see she rise up. We are just tired of seeing her just,
Yeah.
Just flat down.
And
all right, no problem.
I know you have to go, so that's it.
One journey, jump right in. Do we give Amber too much grace? And then just take us on with your final thought.
I think that when I listen to, look, we have to focus on one thing, and that is, what do we stand for? Truth, justice, Mercury, water, cloudy skies. It has to be clear, critical thinking. Put on balance your thoughts and look for clues. Okay. And the clues are not there, use your life.
You just leave it there. Nanya, jump right in. Go ahead and give it. Do we give Amber too much grace?
As far as grace for Amber, no, we don't give her too much grace. I am quick to check Amber. If she does something that I don't agree with, and then if I'm wrong, I will apologize for it. But I do think that Amber, being a Christian woman who wanted to be married to this man she married, the man decides he wants to change her into something that she is not. He still met, the grace for Amber, and she has earned it, is that she slept with Wayne the day before. And the fact that she lost her singing career because of Shayla starting a big hoorah, I give Amber grace when she walked away without saying anything. So I give her grace for her, not for being that perfect wife, because I nailed her to the wall about that nonsense. This is nonsense. I do give her grace if she does something wrong. I can't. I don't give grace when you're wrong. If I think you're wrong. Now, she's hanging out with Shayla. At first, I was angry about it because I'm thinking, why is she hanging out with this heifer, But now I see she needs to get the information about Kai, and that will bring her story full circle. All of her secrets are out there. There are none that we can put out there that, so I think that she has not received enough grace for being the person that she is and the person that she is trying to be.
Okay.
Now,
all right.
But I will get her if she does something wrong.
If she goes out.
I'll get her.
Goddess London, jump right in. Do we give Amber too much grace?
Okay, my thing with Amber, she gotta, whatever decision she makes, she gotta stand 10 toes down with it. Don't, flip flop and be one way and then this like. My thing with her, if she moves out the house and show him that she means business, then I will, be like, okay, yeah, grace. But she gotta just, be about it. Yes.
All right.
She gotta be stronger. She gotta, yeah.
More strength than that. All right, go ahead, Anta.
Yes.
Then I'll give Shami, then I'll give Cassie.
I would say that Amber has to be have strong will and hold her emotion intact.
Okay.
That's about it. And let it right out. Anything is possible. Anything can happen.
And see from there.
Yeah.
Right, no problem. Charmin, do we give her too much grace, Charmin? Jump right in.
No, we don't. Because if you are to think about everything that
She's
she has
right.
been through, she lost her baby in a miscarriage. She lost her baby, her adopted baby. She caught Shayla in bed with her husband. She find out that she was deceived. She threw this humongous party for Shayla. All the things that she went through. Her husband pack up his stuff and leave her. She was distraught. That girl did not even want to live. She want to unalive herself. And I don't think Anthony came back with the intention to hide his money. He even told her that much, that he was hiding his money because she was flip-flopping and he was not sure that she was serious about them being together. All that thing. She has to look at Shayla every time Kai comes and be reminded of his infidelity.
Yeah.
He bought her a restaurant and whatever he's doing. We don't give this woman enough grace because this woman is a strong black woman with iron backbone. Not like Jellyback Anthony. So we don't give her enough grace.
No, not enough grace. Go ahead, Kasim.
I believe we do give Amber too much grace. Anthony has always been a jellyback from day one. That's why Amber was cheating on him in the first place. Number two, everybody wants to sympathize because she got a taste of her own medicine when Anthony decided to step out there. But she shouldn't truly blame Anthony. She should be blaming Shayla. And now she wants to be friends with Shayla just so she can extract information from her. And at the end of the day, I fault Anthony for not getting a prenup ahead of time. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, and Amber was the one that had the bulk of the cash, I guarantee you Amber would have had a prenup in place before she said I do. Now, as far as Kai, she's trying to find out as much information as she can about Kai and about Shayla and how she did things so that the divorce can go more so in her favor on how much she can ask for and what she can get out of this divorce.
What's she supposed
Amber
to do?
is not a saint. Yeah, I said it. Amber is not a saint in this. Amber plays naive, but she is very intelligent and very cunning with her movements.
All right, I'm gonna stop you right there, Kathleen, because we gotta jump up. But here's what I'm gonna do. We need a part 2 because only need to respond to everything that happened just now. So tomorrow,
I'm not coming.
Wait a minute, not coming. You better come. You and Shami and the rest of
you guys gonna make my blood pressure go up.
Kasim,
you and Odell not gonna get me.
There will be part 2.
I gotta call it like I said.
Don't worry, friends. There'll be part 2 tomorrow.
But I think
and we do need a part 2 to this.
We're gonna do a part 2 tomorrow, but I gotta run
because she's human.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everyone. Love you all.
Welcome to the audio show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again.